Okay, now that the installation has complete and all the configuration file, which is called the binary file, has been successfully installed on Cosmos .1, it's now time for us to promote this Active Directory to a domain controller, and we have that link here. If we accidentally close this window, there is an option on how to do that, and you can check the configuration manual that comes with it. It has it. So I'm going to click here, promote the server to a domain controller. Now, when it comes to the deployment configuration, because this is a clean install, we're installing everything from scratch, we are going to choose to add a new forest. And then we need to set the root domain name for that. And then we will choose that to be mambo.local. That's our root domain name. And we click on next. And now it's going to successfully check the name. And now we have to choose the functional level. The functional level should be the lowest level that can be installed on this forest. So here I'm going to pick, maybe for this purpose, server 2012 R2. The reason why I'm picking that, why do you go back? Simply because at the next, at one point here, I will do an upgrade to a upper functional level. So that's why I'm picking a 2012, which means the forest functional level that I can add to this forest can only be a 2012 or newer. So, and I will set the password for this, which is a recovery password, to set my password, retype it again, and the password match, and I can click next. Now it says a delegation for DNS server cannot be created because okay, that is just a warning, but because we have not yet created delegation, it's going to eventually be done. So we are going to leave all default there, and we will click next. It's still going to take some time, and it's going to propose us a net BIOS name. So the net BIOS name is there. We are going to leave it as a default, and we will click next. For the path that is coming, we're going to also leave the path as default, that is has, and we will click next. And now we have a review option, and on this review option you see this option about view script. So if I click here to view a script, okay, the script is going to come up. This is a script that I can copy, save it, and run as a PowerShell command, and it's going to create the same Active Directory that we are trying to click. So for now, for this matter, I'm going to save that as a new file, and oops, no, I think I pretty much close this one again, and say view script, and say file, and then save as, and I'm going to save my script. I will pick a location and save the script, and say script. And now I can close that and proceed with my installation, where I'm just going to click next. It's going to run through prerequisite check, and hopefully all the checks are going to pass. And when I have a green check mark that all the prerequisite have passes, then I can proceed with my installation. Yes, and so be it. We have all the prerequisite that have checked that have passed, and I'm going to now click on install. So the installation is going to run through, and then we will have the result. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's going to take all its course and go through this whole thing, and we will. So I will catch you. I'll let it go for a few minutes so that we can see what it does. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. So now it's finished, and then say you are about to be signed out. So I'm going to click close, and I will close this. This machine is going to restart on me. And once it's a restart and we log in, we will have a fully installed domain controller and then promoted and fully functional. So let's just let the process just reboot. And now that the machine is rebooting, it's applying all the computer setting. Let's wait and see what it's going to do. It's going to take its course to do all this eventually. The machine is still applying the computer setting, and it will be a fully functional Active Directory domain controller once it's completed. All the settings that have now been applied, and I'm going to log in to this computer again for another time. So go to keyboard and Control Alt Delete as an input. Now you notice one thing. I'm not just an administrator now. I'm an administrator logged into my domain, which is mmember. So I'm going to put my password. Now it's preparing the installation, and now we have a fully functional domain controller that is being promoted. And I will show it to you in a few minutes where actually those features are not grayed out anymore. They are fully activated. It's going to take time, a few minutes for this machine to actually load up. So the DNS, the Active Directory, has now been installed. The domain name server is now there, and the file storage service is there. So if I click on Tool now, and I see now my future Active Directory Administration Center, the domain trust, and all these are now fully active. And now I have a full-fledged Active Directory domain controller. In the next video, we will proceed with configuring and all the tool. We will first of all check the administration tool if it has been installed. Usually it's not installed by default. If it's not installed, we are going to install it, and we will proceed with the configuration. Thank you for watching this video.